Welcome to a brilliant episode of Baking with Jim. Today we are making s'mores cupcakes because they look delicious. Now, there's quite a few ingredients because you need the topping and then the actual cupcake itself, but here's what you need. Caster sugar, icing sugar, plain flour, milk, golden syrup, digestive biscuits, egg, marshmallows, dark chocolate and milk chocolate. You need unsalted and salted butter and some vanilla extract. Let's begin. If you're wondering where I got this recipe from, by the way, it's from this book here, Tanya Bakes. She's a good baker. First step is to preheat the oven to 180 degrees. Line the cupcake or muffin tray with paper cases. Oh, I hope I've got paper cases and the tray. In case you can't tell from that noise, this drawer's quite full, but there's some muffin cases. Cupcake tins. Ah, there's a grater in there, grated my finger. We just have too much stuff in these drawers. Now, I need to crumb 250 grams of the digestive biscuits and melt 125 grams of the unsalted butter. Oh no, I hate it when you get butter that doesn't have measurements on it, so then I have to actually weigh stuff. That's annoying. Okay, got my scales, 125 grams. Oh, this butter is so warm. I don't want to touch it. I've been doing Baking with Jim now for what, like 3 years, do you think? And I still don't like touching butter. So I think this butter, the entire bar, weighs about 250 grams. So if I try and find somewhere in the middle, come on, come on. That's 100, so a little bit more. Let's try here. I think a tiny bit more. I'm good with that. Right, 125 grams of butter, melting. 250 grams of digestives. This whole pack is 500, so let's find the midpoint. I'm gonna call it there. And let's see. Look at that! That's exactly half, so I have to crumb them up. It says to do it with a wooden spoon, but whatever. I'm well large. Actually, do you know what? It's gonna take too long. It takes a while, this bit. Meanwhile, my butter's melting nicely, so I'm just gonna continue to crunch. Still doing it. You know, I'm not really a big fan of a digestive. I think they're just a bit dry and tasteless. A chocolate digestive though, big fan, especially the chocolate digestives where you get digestive, then a layer of caramel, then chocolate. They're great. Ooh, there we go. Wooden spoon's taking too long, so I'm moving on to a potato masher. Oh, that's more like it. There you go. Suck it, digestives. Why does it take so long to crumble some bloody biscuits that are basically made of dust? Screw it, that'll do. Okay, they're pretty much crumbled. I'm gonna mix them together now, the butter and the biscuits, and I'll do some more crumbling whilst it's all melting together. Whew, I'm hot now. Okay, so it's kind of crumbly. There's a few lumps in there, but I like them rustic. So now I'm supposed to put equal amounts of this into each of them. I think I should get a spoon for that. Now I know it looks like I'm filling these right up, but trust me, I'm told in the method here that once I've put equal amounts into each, I'm supposed to sort of thumb them down and squash them. So I'm pretty sure it will look smaller, basically. Right, they've all got equal helpings. Now let's squash it down into the base with my thumbs. All right, base is done. Next step, for the batter, cream together the remaining 50 grams of butter, still the unsalted butter, and the caster sugar until light and fluffy. Now the caster sugar is 180 grams, so 50 grams of butter, 180 grams of caster, and I'll do it in this bigger bowl. Ugh. Oh god, oh, well, why is there a bloody sugar bug there? I'm making a real mess here. That's good though, that's 180. 50 grams of butter. Are you 50? Let's find out what you are. What do you weigh, butter? Oh, look at that! 50 on the dot. I'm getting good at this baking malarkey, aren't I? Right, cream that together until light and fluffy, and we move on to the next step. Add 1 egg, a splash of vanilla extract, and 160 grams of plain flour, then mix until combined. Okay, what's a splash, do we think? Well, I can't even open this, so... Come on! Oh my god! What are you made of? You're not going to beat me, vanilla extract. I'm going to open you. Or am I? Ah! There you go, I win. Now then, what's a splash? What do we think? I'll do. 1 egg. Right, there's that. Now, 160 grams of plain flour. Come on, you come. 120. That'll do. 160. I've just realised I've forgotten something. Baking powder. I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I didn't have it here. I haven't mentioned it to you before now, but I need it. So 1 and 2. This is a particularly stiff mixture. I feel like I'm missing something liquidy. I thought it all looked a bit dry. Now it's time for 160 millilitres of milk. 150. Spot on. Now we're talking. That's what it should look like. Divide the mixture between the cases, then press a square of chocolate into each. Bake for 20 minutes until golden and risen. Transfer onto a wire rack to cool. Okay, I'm going to use this ladle here to get mixture in, otherwise I'm going to make a real mess. I mean, I'll make a real mess even with this, but hopefully less of a mess. How much do you think I need in each one? Oh, these are looking good, everyone. Okay, that's all of them. I'm just going to use the spare mixture to fill up a few that are lacking in quantity a little bit. So you, and I think you could do a little bit more too. Right, that's the batter in the muffin cases. Now I need 1 square of milk chocolate in each one. Okay. Looking good. In the oven for 20 minutes. While they are baking away, I am going to make the fudge icing. Combine the butter, icing sugar and vanilla extract until smooth. Melt the chocolate in a bowl over a pan, and basically mix it all together. So, how much? I need 250 grams of salted butter, 275 grams of icing sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 200 grams of dark chocolate melted. Right, how much do you weigh? 180. That'll have to do. And if I put 180 grams of dark and a few squares of milk in too, is that a thing? Can you do that? I'm gonna do it. You're not here to stop me, are you? So I'm gonna put in that much. My chocolate's melting, so now I need 250 grams of slightly salted butter, 275 grams of icing sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, I forget that icing sugar like explodes in a big powdery mess when you do this. I need so much of it, blimey. It's in your lungs and your eyeballs. That's enough of that. Because I'm a total rebel, and I'm not actually baking anything here, I'm just mixing it, I'm not even going to measure this butter. I'm just going to half it by eye. I'm touching it all, I'm touching it all. I reckon you. Nice and gentle. There we go. Teaspoon of this stuff. Now I actually do have somewhere actual measuring teaspoon things, but I can never find them. So I'm using an actual teaspoon. Now then, we mix the shit out of this stuff. Okay, so here I have a rather thick paste of icing. But now, when my chocolate melts, it all gets poured and mixed together. There is something very special about melted chocolate, isn't there? It just makes me very happy. Look at that. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Right, let's mix this all together and make a kick-ass icing. Whew, that looks delightful and smells utterly incredible. My cupcakes are cooking, my icing is done. All that's left now is to make the melty marshmallow bit that goes on top. To do that, I'm supposed to melt 150 grams of white mini marshmallows. I couldn't find white mini marshmallows, so I have pink and white normal marshmallows. So yeah, I'll melt them instead. And also 4 tablespoons of golden syrup all melted together. That's 150 grams, only 3 pink ones in there anyway, so that worked out well. And then 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. So this is basically going to be glue, isn't it? Because melted marshmallows are super sticky, and golden syrup is also super sticky, so it's going to be like the stickiest substance known to man. I love it. Alright, marshmallows are in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get melty. Oh, you can actually watch them melt and they just kind of glop everywhere. Oh, that's time. That means my cupcakes are cooked. Oh, they look good. Oh, look at them out. Come here. Perfect. How good? Ah. Why are you so hot, oven? Hot, hot, hot. 12 perfect cupcakes. I've got my icing to go on when they cool, and my marshmallow mixture has melted nicely. I'm going to take it off the heat. My cupcakes are, they're not cool, but they're cooler, they're coolish. So I'm going to now add my icing, and then I'll come back once I've done all the icing and then do all the marshmallow. I think then we're ready to go. So, let's begin. The method says that you can pipe it on, but ain't nobody got time for that, so I'm just gonna spoon it. Got a bit of 2-spoon action going on here, and I'm just gonna smush it on. I quite like them looking rustic anyway. I don't want to look too neat and tidy and piped. These are gonna be so messy to eat. I love it. Right, looking good, but clearly there isn't enough sugar on them yet, so now let's do some marshmallow. So here's my mixture, and as you can see, it's kind of really set now, actually. Which makes it a little bit easier to work with, because sticky marshmallow is a tough material. Now again, you can pipe this stuff on too, but I like the idea of a dollop, if it actually dollops. Come on, dollop for me. Dollop for me, baby. That's a gross thing to say. Oh my god, it's so sticky. That looks so good though, doesn't it? Get off me! You're so sticky, get off! Right, this bit is not easy, I have to say. And also, you cannot control where it lands. If it lands too close to the outside, it's just going to trickle off. Please stop it, marshmallow. Alright, I've decided that if it's going to trickle off, it's going to trickle off, and I can't do anything about it, because it's just, gravity's doing its thing. It's a sticky, viscous mixture. It's just going to do what it wants. And that's okay with me, you know? Oh no, that's a mistake. Getting your thumb involved is a terrible error. If you make these, you might just want to come to terms with the fact that you are going to get sticky. It's ridiculous. Get off me! Get off! What I've learned from the marshmallow is that a little bit goes a long way. You don't need much because it soon expands and then just swamps everything. So just a little touch of marshmallow, maybe even a teaspoon is enough, because it doesn't look like much, but then it just splurges. That is my cupcake tray full, but that's fine because this one is going to be the one I eat now. One last dollop. I am so sticky, it's not even funny. Really gross. It says in the method to pipe it on, and I thought I was kind of cutting a corner by not piping it on, and I should have piped it. Anyway, look at these bad boys, they look great. I'm going to try this one and let you know how it tastes. Oh, I forgot about the biscuit bottom. God, these are good, aren't they? Right, here we go. Uh-oh. Well, it's so good, but I think maybe don't eat them when they're warm because that marshmallow is just sticky. That is absolutely amazing though. Like, so good. You've got your biscuit bottom with a square of chocolate on top, then you've got your cupcake, then you've got your chocolatey icing, then you've got melted marshmallow. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Right, I need to go and wash everything now, so thank you very much for watching this video. If you recreate these, then let me know on Instagram or on Twitter or whatever. Use the hashtag BakingWithJim. Buy Tarn's book, because there are so many good recipes in there. And this is wicked. So thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye!